Shocking evidence leaks. Shocking evidence: WNBA refs are targeting Caitlin Clark. The WNBA has been the center of heated debate lately, particularly surrounding officiating decisions that seem to spotlight certain players more than others. A prime example of this controversy is the scrutiny directed at Caitlin Clark, a standout player who has faced questionable calls that raise eyebrows among fans and analysts alike. In a recent game between the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx, a specific incident involving Courtney Vandersloot has ignited discussions about the nature of officiating in the league. Vandersloot received a flagrant 1 foul for what was deemed a reckless closeout on Lynx player Natisha Heedman. The call came during a critical moment when Heedman attempted a three-point shot. As the ball soared through the air, Vandersloot's defense was tight, but she managed to avoid stepping into Heedman's landing space. Despite her careful maneuvering, the officials reviewed the play and decided to penalize Vandersloot. This scenario has raised questions about consistency in officiating, particularly in how different players receive different whistles. Many believe that Heedman, who garnered the flagrant call, seemed to benefit from a more favorable interpretation of the rules than Clark, who has faced her share of physicality without similar protection. Clark is known for her toughness, having played the most minutes in the league this season despite the intense physicality touted by commentators. It raises the question, why are certain players, like Clark, subjected to a higher degree of scrutiny? The narrative surrounding Clark isn't just about individual games. It reflects a broader concern regarding how WNBA referees are officiating games. Are they targeting specific players, or are they simply inconsistent in their rulings? Critics point out that Clark has endured far more physical play this season without receiving the benefit of favorable calls. Yet, when players like Vandersloot are involved, the officiating seems to shift dramatically. This is particularly troubling in a league that prides itself on its competitive spirit and physicality. Fans have noted that Clark's resilience is remarkable. Despite the rough treatment she receives on the court, she continues to perform at an elite level. However, the inconsistent officiating raises concerns about player safety. If referees are reluctant to call fouls in favor of certain players, it could lead to injuries or unfair advantages for opposing teams. Another aspect of this controversy is the home crowd's influence. In the game in question, the Liberty's raucous fans seem to play a role in the officiating dynamics, potentially pressuring refs into making calls that favor the home team. This phenomenon isn't unique to basketball. However, it can significantly impact the flow of the game and the treatment of star players. As discussions around targeting and officiating continue, it's imperative for the WNBA to ensure that all players are treated fairly and that there is a consistent standard for fouls across the board. The league has an opportunity to examine these patterns and address concerns before they escalate further. In conclusion, the evidence suggests that Caitlin Clark may be experiencing an uneven playing field when it comes to officiating. As the WNBA navigates these complexities, fans and players alike are hoping for a more transparent and consistent approach that honors the spirit of competition. The integrity of the game and the safety of its players depends on it.